Any questions from anyone? No questions? Okay, so what we need to know now is on the Lokuttara, which we were doing. So the main thing you need to understand, what is Lokuttara Jnana? Loka is world, Uttara is beyond the world. So that's what it means by Lokuttara. And the Lokuttara Jnana will come when we know the Four Noble Truths. That's the effect of it. So the starting point is Nibbida, which means non-dis or disillusionment. The opposite of that is Abhinandana. Presently, as we speak, we are in Abhinandana, meaning we welcome things. Sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, and thoughts. We welcome it, take it as ourselves. And that is the problem. So, from Abhinandana to coming out of that Abhinandana is Nibbida. When we see the reality, that is the first noble truth, then you will get to see what is the reason for this dukkha. Because anything that arises will pass away. That everybody knows. But why don't we see it? It's because there is always a pursuit to hold on to something because it exists. As an example, if somebody says Bangalore doesn't exist, he's telling lies because it exists. If somebody says Pondicherry doesn't exist or Mumbai doesn't exist, it doesn't make sense because it exists. But if somebody were to ask, what do you mean by existence? Then it drives different. What do you mean by existence? Can anybody answer? What do you understand by existence? Yesterday we looked at life. Now today we are looking at existence. What do you mean by existence? What exists? I mean, say I'm existing. What really it means? What is existence?
Having something.
Holding something. That's not existence. That is actually possession or grasping.
Then only it will exist, or if otherwise it will not.
No. When we call existence power, what it means? No, Veena, being alive is not the answer. Yeah, Abhishek.
Would it be fair to say it it is a part of the reality in some form or shape? It may or may not be perceivable to us, but it's part of the reality in some form.
No, that's fair. I'm not asking about that. Whether it's there in one form or the other form. When we say something is existing, what it denotes? What is existence?
Sir, clinging to five aggregates.
No. You again go back to Buddha Dhamma. And how do you explain to a normal person, Venugopal? You tell me that. First, let's be normal. Can you explain this to
Normal.
anyone? Can you explain this to somebody saying that if you ask this question, what is existence, and you say clinging on to five aggregates, what would he understand? Even a Buddhist will not
Sir,
understand.
now we are seeing human and animal dreams. That is also two of existence in the 31 planes of existence.
I don't know what you're trying to say. Does Mysore exist, my dear friend?
Yes, sir.
Do you know it exists?
Sir, yes.
Okay. Do you believe it exists?
Yes, sir, I believe.
Do you
Because
trust
I'm
it
seeing, no?
exist? Do you trust it exist?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Do you have a sister?
Yes, sir.
Does she exist?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Do you see her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you say it is 5 aggregates?
Mm. Yes, sir, because Rupa
No,
is there.
no, not at all. Not at all. If you say I see 5 aggregates, then your sister does not exist. Yes, Bobby.
Virashji, it is continuity of the existence, the
No,
first
no,
is
no,
thing.
no, Bobby. I'm asking what is existence. I'm not asking continuity of existence.
Everything exists, but it is in the memory. But I don't know.
No, 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 Bobby. No, Bobby. Do you know your Bobby? Are you hallucinating your Bobby?
I'm not hallucinating, but I make up things and
No,
understand that this
Bobby.
is what it is.
Bobby, if somebody calls your name, will you say, I don't know?
No, there is two realities are there, right? One is
That's
the
correct,
conventional
Bobby.
reality, and
That's fine, but I'm question is what is existence? I'm not asking two realities. I'm not asking like what Venugopal is saying, 5 aggregates, clinging to 5 aggregates. I'm not at all talking of that. We are yet far away from those kind of things. We're becoming totally intellectual, is what I feel. If somebody asks you, do you exist? What do you say? You'll say, I don't exist. And
I say
yes, so my question is, what is the meaning of the word existence? That's all I want.
That it is experience and perception.
It is what?
Experience by sixth sense and perception.
No, you're also going somewhere. No, that's a wrong argument. If somebody asks you this question, what is existence? How would you reply? In fact, Buddha answered this question in a beautiful way. In fact, in the Vacha, Kachayana Gutta Sutta, he says, Kachayana, people keep on fighting. Exist and doesn't exist. Atti Natti. My question is straight and simple. When we say existence, what does it denote?
Sir,
Say,
Kamaloka and Rupaloka is also existence, right?
sir, I am telling you, sir, where is your feet? Can you just give me a Xerox copy of your feet, a photocopy? I will keep and put next to Buddha. Please,
Sir, you were asking definition of existence, right, sir?
I'm asking you, what is existence? I don't know what you're saying, this Rupa Loka, Arupa Loka, whatever that is. Can you explain to me what it is, my dear friend?
Sir, we are in Kamaloka now.
What is that? What is Kamaloka?
We have 6 senses.
Yes, so please go and cut it. Go and cut it. If you are so upset with the 6 senses, please cut it. Can you cut 6 senses, my dear friend?
Through the meditation, it can possible.
Boss, I don't know, Venugopal, from which place are you coming from? Do you believe in Mysore?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you are in six senses, or where are you now?
Six senses, sir.
Yes. So do you keep on going to a lake? Is a lake existing?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow when you go, will the lake exist?
Yes, sir.
Day after tomorrow, will it exist?
I don't know, sir.
What do you mean?
Because,
Please go ahead and see. Okay, now tell me another thing. Do you have a home?
yes, sir.
Do you believe that there is a home?
Now, yes, sir.
That means now go out. Now you go out and don't come back to home. Because it doesn't exist, right?
Conventionally exists, sir.
Boss, what are you talking? What is conventional? Please tell me that.
Mm, we are seeing the world through our six senses, sir.
Boss, I'm telling you, cut the six senses, my dear friend. Please cut the six senses. Can you please do that for me?
Sir, exact definition I don't know, sir. Because what I share is what I know. I sharing.
What you know? What you know? Tell me. I'm asking you a simple question. What is existence?
Sir, practically, I'm in Kamaloka now, especially in the human
What
planes
is
of existence.
Kamaloka? What is this Kamaloka? Please explain to me. What is Kamaloka?
Venugopal, we don't have to talk Buddha Dharma, Buddha as per Buddha. We have to answer like a layman point of view.
Okay, now let's continue on this. Yeah, Abhishek, go ahead.
Something that is part of our perceivable
Hold on,
reality.
Venugopal. Yeah, yes, Abhishek.
From my lay perspective, I would like to think it's something that is part of my perceivable reality, something that I can perceive in my reality.
Fine, Abhishek. I don't know how to ask this question. When somebody says it exists, you can't say it doesn't exist. Through whatever means. Like the place you're staying, it exists. Otherwise, it will be like Venugopal trying to prove something which makes no sense. He's staying in Mysore. And how can he say Mysore doesn't exist? His house doesn't exist. And he's saying conventional. What do you mean by that? Aren't you experiencing it? Are you hallucinating then? If that is not true, then no compass will work. Why do you have coordinates then? You have latitude and longitude. That's fixed. Does it change? And if that is not changing, none of the signals are changing. Can you get a mobile tower talking to each of these towers? No. If that is not changing, and then in that case, the medical equipments will not work. The power stations will not work. Nothing will work. And Venugopal, especially for you, have you heard about Polestar?
What's it?
Have you heard about Polestar, Dhruva Nakshatra?
Sir, I heard.
What is the meaning of Polestar?
Like it is, star is fixed, no?
Now you answered the question. Existence means fixation. It's fixed.
Okay.
So Mysore is fixed. Whether you exist or you don't exist, Mysore stays. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how can you now say Mysore didn't exist?
That is wrong, sir.
Yeah. Bangalore existed.
Yes, sir.
So each of the places existed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's called as existence. So first you should know there is existence.
Yes, sir.
So do you exist?
Yes, sir.
Yes. First accept, first acknowledge, yes, there is existence. Then we can see whether the existence is long or short. That's okay. But there is existence. You can't exist, you can't cut existence itself and say, you know what? There's no existence. So first understand the Dhamma in a proper way. We are talking about Dhamma. We are not obsessed with Buddha Dhamma. Please. It's Dhamma which doesn't change. What is that? Eso Dhammo Sanantano. It's not Buddha Dhamma. Please. Eso Dhammo Sanantano. Eso, this. Dhamma, nature. Sanantano, non-changing. And in fact, Buddha also says, so please don't misrepresent Buddha. It is the worst thing you could do. He says, whether I exist, I don't exist, the Dhamma exists. Isn't it true or not, Venugopal?
True, sir.
So please don't get obsessed with Buddha Dhamma. I'm telling you for your own interest.
I understand, sir.
Yeah, please don't do that. Use Buddha Dhamma for your liberation. Don't get crippled by the Dhamm, by this whatever intellectualization you have. Use it for liberation. That's a good thing to do.
Yes.
Use a tool as a tool. Don't get obsessed with the tool. Okay. Now coming back to this point. What we need to know is there is existence. It's going to exist. This existence is in 31 realms. You understand? The same existence is there in 31 realms. One in womb existences, two in non-womb existences, as in moisture, and three is in upapattika, instantaneous existence. So how many existence? Womb, non-womb, and instantaneous. So your existence is measured by Ayu, lifespan. So something exists till it exhausts its lifespan. And then it goes out of that existence and start existing somewhere. Okay. If somebody says there is no existence, he is wrong. Somebody says it will exist forever, also wrong. There is nothing like this doesn't exist, nothing like this exists. It would exist long as the condition matches. As a human, condition matching is Ayu, lifespan. So you exist as so and so till the lifespan ends. That means, Venugopal, in your case, you're in Mysore. You will experience Mysore as long as the lifespan is. Yes,
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So don't worry about the six senses and all of that. You have six senses and they are going to experience the reality till the lifespan is.
Yes.
Okay? And what Buddha says is like this. When you come to Lokuttara Jnana, that is going beyond the loka, is to understand that this reality is conditioned. And that's it. Conditioned by what? Conditioned by Ayu. So all the experiences we are talking about from our schooling days till today, able to go back and forth in memory because of Ayu. If the Ayu is cut, no longer you can experience anything. Clear? So existence is dependent on the Ayu. Now the question comes, how do you increase the Ayu? If you want to exist for a long time, what should you do? Then he says, get into kusala. That's the only way you can increase Ayu. Venugopal, since you do this, which sutta talks about it?
About what, sir?
About increasing the
Like
Ayu.
increasing the Ayu. It comes in many suttas, sir.
Which sutta? Which one sutta explains the entirety of it?
Recently shared one like hell and heaven, that sutta, sir.
No, sir. How would you increase Ayu? Which is a sutta which explains everything.
I think I don't remember now, sir, but many years back I studied.
Venugopal, you are a translator. You can't say this.
Because so many suttas are there, no, sir.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with your excuse. You are a sutta master.
But now I don't remember, sir.
Okay, no problem. The sutta is Chakkavati Sutta.
Okay.
Okay, so don't forget.
Yes.
Human life is 80,000 years. That's the total Ayu. If you have 80,000 years, that means you have stayed a complete lifespan. But since there are 10 immoral deeds, the lifespan is reduced. A time will come when human life will be reduced to 10 years. Isn't it or not, Venugopal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You need to know the cause, hetu, pabhava, effect. So the cause is your existing is because of Ayu, and your Ayu will go away as we do immoral deeds. Understand? So presently the human life is averaging around 60 to 85, 90. That's the age. And now coming to the next question, Venugopal, this is for you. Since you are a master in what is a Tipitaka, so I'll ask you the next question for you.
Okay, sir.
Which sutta explains the lifespan wherein you need to be serious about what you're doing?
Uh, I don't remember sutta name, sir. But I read, sir. I read.
You read what?
Like you asked now, sir, about
Yeah, so what do you read? So which is this sutta where it explains completely about how you need to get serious because the lifespan is so short.
I don't remember.
No problem. The sutta name is Arakka Sutta.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, now you are very expert in Sutta, sir.
Not now.
Means you are expert in Sutta.
So you better
Yeah.
don't try to teach me sutta.
Okay.
That was the reason I purposely did this to you.
Okay, sir. I understand.
So don't relate sutta. If you relate sutta, I'm going to relate the sutta for you.
Mhm.
Instead of that, look at the substance, what we can do, how we can work.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That will be good for you, and that's good for many people as well. Knowing the sutta doesn't help at all, Venugopal, the experience sutta which matters. So, like I said
Yes.
earlier also, Pariyatti, Patipatti, Pativedan, or you go by Suttamaya, Chintamaya, Bhavanamaya. So, when you know this, when you read the sutta, it is Suttamaya, Jnana. When you reflect upon it, it is Chintamaya Jnana. When you apply it, becomes Bhavana. Or you did Pariyatti, then you did Patipatti. Patipatti is to see what can be implemented. And when you implement it, it becomes Pativedan, pure experience. So I wish Venugopal have all the three. Don't take one and don't drop anything of it. Have all the three and use Yoniso Manasikara to reflect upon the sutta. Then you will never forget.
Okay, sir.
Please do that. That will be helpful to you because you love sutta. I like you to go on the sutta provided you do all the three. Just don't keep on referring to sutta. Because
Yes, sir.
you should increase your sati on sutta. If somebody were to ask even in midnight, you should just get up and say, this sutta, this sutta, this sutta, this sutta, this sutta, this sutta, this sutta brings me this. No matter how many number of times whoever asks in whichever way, we should be able to say that. Now coming back to the point, yeah, Abhishek, I think you had raised your hand before I was talking to Venugopal.
I think I shared after that.
Okay, fine. So coming back to this subject is that what Buddha explains in his entire Dhamma. Now this Dhamma is the teaching. The Dhamma is the nature. So in a contextual thing, Buddha Dhamma means the nature indicated by the Buddha. Okay? And that nature is changeless. You understand? Example, if something arises, nobody in the nature can stop it from ceasing. Whether you're a Buddhist or not a Buddhist, whether you're human, not a human, you're a Deva, not a Deva, doesn't matter. Anything that arises passes away. Very simple thing. That's a nature. We might ask this question, why people didn't know that? They know it, but there is fixation, existence, and that clutters, or rather, that hides the reality. So let's take some examples. You're born. There is you, which is born. And that which is born has a name. And that name is fixed. Isn't it right? Will you every day go and change your name? No. From the time you had some sense of your name, if somebody asks, what's your name? You can't say, my name, no, it's fixed. So they put place of birth. Is it variable? No. You put your place of birth. Then they say date of birth. Is it fixed? Yes, it is fixed. Right? Will you say that, no, it is not? It is fixed. So then we need to understand there is something which is fixed. And when it fixed, it forms existence. So when we say existence, it means what is fixed. And that only can exist. As long as that name exists, that experience with that also exists. Okay, so what Buddha did is to explain the nature. So now he asked this question. If existence is permanent, or is existence impermanent, or existence is certain, or existence is uncertain, what would you take? There is no fixation of existence. It exists as long as the condition matches it to exist. So long the asteroid will not come and hit Earth, all places seems to exist. Or as long as tsunami kind of thing doesn't come and it takes off the entire place, we can say it's existing. That means as long as the condition matches, it exists. So you can't say there's no existence, and you can't say there is existence. It's condition based. And that kind of conditionality is sankata in Pali. Goes through a dependency cycle. It's dependent on something. As long as it is dependent, there is an experience. That's the nature. So with what coming into existence, what can be experienced? With the jati, birth coming into existence, everything can be experienced. If there were no jati, nothing can be experienced. So then the question comes, how does the jati come to be? And Buddha explains that, my dear friends, if somebody asks you, what is Buddha Dhamma? What does Buddha teach? You have to tell him like this. My teacher explains 5 dhatu elements, and consciousness being 6th. my teacher explains 6 senses with 6 sense objects. And not only he does that, he explains the relationship between both. And that brings in 18 mental preoccupations. Yep. When he calls mental preoccupation, it means something that can be truly experienced. Okay. Something which can be truly experienced is the one we can say it works. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Okay. So we need to see whether we are getting it or not. That if this is there, then everything is supposed to be working. Meaning, I've taught you these 18 preoccupations. And because of this 18 preoccupations, somebody comes up with a birth. Okay. And how does that birth come to be? The birth comes to be with these 5 dhatus and consciousness picking these 5 dhatus. Because that is supported. So he says, Channam bhikkave dhatum upadaya gabba savankanti hoti. It enters into the womb. Okkantiya sati namarupa. Namarupa pachaya salayatana. Salayatana pachaya phasso. Phassa pachaya vedana. This is where the problem starts, is what he says. Vedya manasa kho panaham bhikkave idam dukkanti panyapemi ayam dukka samadayoti panyapemi ayam dukka nirodeti panyapemi ayam dukka nirodagamini patipadati panyapemi. It means because of this feeling, which is driven by the consciousness, it goes in 4 categories. First, dukkha. Because what you feel, either you want to increase that, or you want to decrease it. Because there's you. So what you want to increase? I would like to increase sukha. And I want to reduce dukkha. Is there anyone in our group who thinks otherwise? I would like to reduce the sukha and increase the dukkha. Anyone? Venugopal, how about you?
Sir, not increasing dukkha, sir.
Sure, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I was thinking maybe you are one candidate for increasing dukkha. No? Sure?
Sure, sir. Because following Sheila also
Dukkha only.
needs to
No, it following Shila is dukkha.
means
Sukha.
wholesome.
No, to get the sukha, you need to take the dukkha. Sila gives you more sukha. Okay, now Venugopal, what is sukha? What is sila in normal life?
not harm anyone.
No, normal life. Normal your day-to-day life.
Means doing our work.
No, Venugopal, not getting caught by police, not getting robbed, not losing your money, not losing your house through burglary or through fire or through anything. No natural calamities to hit you. Are you interested in that, Venugopal, by any chance?
Yes, yes.
What?
Means,
Interested in
that is
losing
the-
your money and your house and everything?
like sufficient money, sir, not like much money.
No, I'm not asking you the quantity. If some bomb blast happens at your house, it will be torn into pieces. It doesn't matter whether you had little money or no money. Can you survive?
No, sir.
No. You are not wearing helmet and you're going on the street and the police catches. Do you want that?
No, sir.
No. So being ethical, wearing helmet to maintaining the decorum of the place and all of this is required to stay out of trouble.
Yes, sir.
Right? This is required. Please. Here, Buddha Dhamma cannot come and help you. If police catches, you can't say, "Sir, I will teach you 5 khandas." He will not. He'll say, "Pay fine and go. I have better work to do." Right? So,
Correct.
the thing we need to understand is that you need to follow the law of the land to stay away from troubles. In the same way, if you're working in an office, you have to follow the rules and laws of the company. Whether you agree or disagree is immaterial to the organization. You have joined that organization, so now it's your duty to follow what they say,
Yes.
right? In the same way, nature has its own laws. You have to follow it. Then you will never be troubled. So, when the womb entry happens, you can't stay in the womb. You have to come out of the womb. Nature will throw out that item into the world. And then the dukkha starts. Why? Because you have to exist. How would you exist? By food. How else? Ahara samudaya, rupa samudaya. So what Buddha says, this feeling is tricky thing. And that is the cause of the dukkha. You want to exist in one form, but you are existing in another form. Dukkha. So jati pi dukkha. And it doesn't stay like that. Jara pi dukkha. Even the house will get aged. So everything in nature ages. It decays. You take a fruit, it decays. You take a rock, it decays. You take river, it decays. So decaying is nature law, not my law, not Buddha's law. It's nature law. Then it goes out of existence. Or before that, it gets into vyadhi, disease. When there is disease, it's going to expire. Or jati, jara, marana, they go together. And you want to be established in one place, but you're established in another place. Appiyehi sampayogo dukkho. You lose all your belongings and your relationship, etc. Piyehi vipayogo dukkho. And whatever you wish for, you have to give it back. Yam picchanna labati tampi dukkham. Now he says, Sankittena panchupadana kanda dukkha. So if you want to explain someone the Lokuttara Jnana, you have to explain through existence and how it goes down in succession, in a slow process, like a candle. You light it, slowly the candle starts to burn and goes away. You can't say the light didn't exist. It did. It did. Started using the fuel. In the same way, on 6th of November 1971, this being came to be. As long as the Ayu is there, this being can talk, can see, can hear, can taste, can touch, can smell, right? But if you see the body of this small child to this, it's decayed, it's aged, and it is continuously aging till it goes out of production. And we take any products we have. Nokia came up with 3310, 6610, some series. At that time, it was doing pretty good. Now the Nokia mobile phones are no longer in existence. Now it's replaced by Apple iPhones. How long would they exist? Days are counted. If that were not to be true, Apple wouldn't have had the editions like 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16. Now they go over 17. iPhone 17. Why? Aren't they happy with 16? No. Aren't they happy with 15? No. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. No. Why? You keep on adding features. So the bhava existence is there as long as the lifespan exists, but the previous one is removed. So what's the lifespan of an iPhone? 7 to 10 years. That's it. And after that, the inventor himself will not like it. Do you think that old iPhone, somebody will like it? Steve Jobs, if he was still alive, you think he would have been enjoying WWDC. Worldwide Developer Conference, for those people who don't know what the WWDC means. It won't. It will go into the museum of Apple. Oh, how did we start? Like if I go to my company, ABB, so then I've started 1903 in this and like that. Obviously, we are 200-year-old company, 100-year-old company. But does that technology exist today? No. But there is existence. Yes, there is. There is. But limited. So Buddha Dhamma or Dhamma, such is to see the nature of things. It exists for a limited amount of time before it goes out of existence. That's the nature. In Pali, it is Yam Kinchi Samudaya Dhammam Sabbam Tam Nirodha Dhammam Iti. It means Yam Kinchi. If there is Kinchi, little, Samudaya, rising, if there is a little bit of arising of anything, Dhamma, thing, Sabbam Tam, everything under that, Nirodha Dhamma, gets Nirodha, ceases. If you meditate upon this nice single sentence, that's sufficient for a person to become a Sotapanna, a stream enterer, because he has seen the rising, he sees the departure. So we say what? On an airplane, we say arrival and departure, train, arrival, departure, bus, arrival, departure. Yes or no? And we say sunset 6:02 a.m., sunrise 6:02 a.m., sunset 6 p.m. That means your life is conditioned from this morning to sunset. And then when do you go out of production? When you go to deep sleep. So did your things exist? No. Do you exist? No. Have you ever thought that when you go to deep sleep, you are gone? That whoever was you, completely erased. And that's all what life is. So all that we are talking of, this and that and all of it, is within this morning to the evening cycle. When somebody hits the bed, and that's it. So if somebody asks, do you exist? Answer is yes. Do you always exist? Answer is no. If the question is asked, when do you exist? Morning, or when you wake up? And when do you not exist? Or when do you perish? In the night, or whenever you close your eyes. And that's it. So do you suffer when you are in deep sleep? No. Has anybody suffered in deep sleep? Have you ever thought? There's no suffering in deep sleep. Why? Because you don't exist. So why fight on something which doesn't even come for 24 hours? So by chance, If I were to be aware of 18 hours, I have transformed myself from this limited existence to the most highest existence. Got it? That's it for today. So what's fixed? Awareness. And hence Buddha starts with Sati Pattan. That's fixed. You can fix your mind onto the object and stay with that. But we complain, I can't sit beyond an hour, I can't watch breath. What excuse? What excuse? But your life is going off under your nose. It's up to us whether you want to watch it or wait for the Mara to come and take you. Which anyway he takes every night. Because you are dead. Do you have any relationships in the deep sleep? No. Do you know where are you sleeping? Do you have a home? No. Do you have money? No. Then what happened to existence? Goes out of existence. So Venugopal, if you want to explain someone and convert him to a Buddha follower, use this.
Sir, what I have learned today means I have to do more Chintamaya Panni in a simple way, like practical way.
Correct.
Usually, I make actually that is simple, but I make it as complex.
Yes.
Means through the study of even Sutta like that. But when I do more Chintamaya Panya in the step by step or simple way, then it is easy to understand and also explain. It is
Yes, very correct. So we should always do simplify, not complicate. And experience is always simple, Venugopal. Intellectual is always complex.
even calming the mind also it helps.
Yes, it does. It helps a lot. See, you just think this way. You want to explain somebody about orange. You can write books on orange. Instead, peel off the orange and put it in his mouth. Which is better? Writing books on orange is better, or putting that orange in the mouth is better?
Putting orange in the mouth is better.
Yeah, because he will enjoy it. No matter how much I explain on orange, he will never be able to experience orange. Anyway.
Initially we asked means what is existence, but we are all thinking in a higher. Actually, when you explain that is very simple. Actually, means fixation like that.
Yes. Existence is always fixed. Otherwise, you can say he doesn't exist. right?
Yes.
Like today, my parents don't exist, right? I can say
Yes.
they were fixed, they were there. Now they don't exist. Everything is like that. That's the reason it's called nature law. Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam sabbam tam nirodha dhammam. Before I give you Abhishek, Madhukar had messaged twice or raised his hand twice. So let me finish up with him. Yes, Madhukar. You wanted to say something, Madhukar, or?
No, Uday. So actually, my question was very simple, but I think I got a 50% answer. But so sometimes when we look at the understanding the Dhamma, our for analyzing heights. Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. No, Uday, sir.
Now,
Actually, while understanding, can you hear me, sir?
yes, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
So when one yeah. So when one tries to yes, sir. One tries to see the analyzing the Dhamma and understanding the Dhamma, hides the or blurs the vision of so how to tackle that, because we really wish to go and find out the base of that, but that could be this, that could be the various theories, etc. in between. So how to tackle that?
I didn't get it.
Uh, Sir, like you are very simplifyly explaining the Dhamma and meaning of the how to see. But when we start understanding the thing, lot of intellectual things comes, lots of over analyzing come. So actually, sometimes after listening to you, sir, I feel that hinders the real process of understanding the Dhamma. So
Okay.
how?
How to do that is that you need to think very simple. You take that sutta and see in a very pragmatic, practical way how you would apply. That makes it very simple. Otherwise, we complicate it because we think Pali and this and that and make it so big that even the smallest thing becomes the biggest problem.
Yes. I agree, sir. I agree. Got it, sir. Thank
Sure.
you, sir.
Yes, Abhishek.
You mentioned about awareness, and you said awareness is permanent, so we start with awareness, right? So, does the awareness continue in Nibbana, or then awareness is not there?
Good question. To get to Nibbana, you should at least know that you are a Sotapanna. When you get a glimpse of that Nibbanic bliss, you would be aware. Awareness is different. What is awareness? What do you think is awareness?
I'm sensing through my senses, I'm able to gauge collectively or individually.
Okay,
So a perception, a sensory perception of what's in my.
No, not like that. So there are 4 states. One is you focus somewhere. Let's say I'm focusing on this video. Just focus. Focus when you have, it creates an attention. It attains. The consciousness now attains to it. The eye consciousness attains, or the nose consciousness attains, or the tongue consciousness, ear consciousness, body consciousness. Generally, they don't attend, but then it attends. So when it attends, we then have to see, is there a way to observe this attention? That's called observation. Passana is to observe. You just observe. What is there to observe? The body is expanding, contracting. That's observation. And now you become aware of this entire body structure. In the same way, you focus on a flower, not which kind of flower, just a flower. There's an attention towards a flower. Then you observe the entirety of that flower. Then you become aware that this and that has no separation. So when we say conditioned, it means looking into separation. And when you are aware, there is no separation. Yep. So are you aware of the breath? If somebody asks, it means no separation in reality. So what is the best thing to ask is just observe the breath. Passati. Just watch, observe. Now the question comes, what should I observe? The breath. What in breath? Arising and passing away. Just be on that. It becomes aware. Consciousness means awareness. It knows. You don't teach consciousness. It knows it. So consciousness plays in 4 ways. One, it focuses, it attains, then it observes, and becomes completely aware. So your question is awareness is there in Nibbana? And the answer is, there would be awareness that you have achieved the closure of 6 senses completely. That's the answer to it.
So you have a much vaster awareness on the infinite.
And that's how it goes.
Thank you.
Sure. So should we end for today and take the remaining sections tomorrow? Yes, Abhishek.
Mistake, sorry.
Okay. Good mistake. So Venugopal, hope you got to know now how to understand Dhamma.
Yes, sir.
Good. Appreciate it.
Thank
May you do good in Dhamma.
you, sir. And thanks a lot for your
Always welcome.
clarification and teaching.
Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Any questions? Anyone? So this is what Buddha teaches. If somebody asks you, what does the Buddha teach? You should answer, Buddha teaches dependent origination of 6 senses, with 6 sense objects, with 5 dhatus, and 18 mental preoccupation, causing it a birth and death cycle. And that is Lokuttara Jnana. If you're woken up deep in a slumber sleep, and somebody wakes you up and says, are you a follower of Buddha? And you say, yes. What is the Dhamma of the Buddha? Should be able to say 12 6 senses, 6 sense objects, 18 mental preoccupations, 5 dhatus, consciousness being the 6th, and dependent origination with 4 noble truths. In that dependent origination, if they ask how, I've heard only about 4 noble truths and dependent origination, how these two are interlinked. Should be able to say with what condition what comes to be, with what condition what does not come to be. In that you will see the dukkha, because if a condition is there, it's always dukkha. And there is samudaya, because you want it to exist, which it will not exist. Nirodha, you just give up, and the steps you followed to give it up. And that's all. That is all what we can call as Lokuttara Jnana. Hope now you're clear. If anybody asks you, are you a follower of Buddha, you can proudly say, yes, I am, because I know these things for myself. Whether Buddha exists or doesn't exist, is Dhamma exist or doesn't exist, but the Dhamma as a nature of things always and will exist. In trees, to shrubs, to grass, to house, to anything, only these will exist. Anything that arises passes away. So if you are arisen, you'll pass away. Then there's no point in living. That also passes away. You don't have to cut life. It knows when to cut it. But don't do stupid things of getting into depression. Just be. Don't go to extremes. So should I fight with my husband? There's no husband. Should I fight with my wife? There's no wife. Should I fight with my children? There's no children. Who says so? Look at your deep sleep state. If they are there, you can't sleep. If they are dead, you will sleep. You decide. If you want to sleep, they are dead. If they are alive, you can't sleep. So only one thing exists. You exist, then the dukkha exists. If you don't exist, no dukkha exists. That's the ultimate truth. So what should you lose? You. That's it. Because everything is conditioned to you, which is false. There's no you. So, neso mama, this doesn't belong. This is not mine. Neso aham asmi, this doesn't belong to me. Neso na me atta, this is not myself. Why? Your self is dead when you sleep. Agree with me? So just practice this. 5 dhatus plus 1 vijnana or consciousness, 12 6 sense bases and 6 sense object, 18 way of mental preoccupation and dependent origination due to that, and in 4 noble truth. Oh well, that's the entire Lokuttara Jnana, whatever you wanted. So then what should I meditate? 4 noble truth. That's it. That has everything. Whatever we just now spoke is part of 4 noble truth. So Samma Ditti means 4 noble truth. Samma Sankappo means Nekkamma Sankappo, renunciation. Because anyway by night nothing exists as you or as me. So all that we are fighting is for what? 18 hours. Come on, I'll give that up. That's it, out of suffering. The very next moment you're out of suffering. I think Abhishek will be pretty happy because he's staying in Auroville where people are fighting, and then all that fights are only for the day. Where they came from France or from Germany or from whichever country. These idiots are fighting just for survival. And in the night, or whenever they go to sleep, no survival. Okay, all right then. Catch you tomorrow with detailing of this.